everyone, I'm Zoe C, reporting for Kids First in Miami, and today I am the lucky girl to be interviewing Darren Barnet and Jaren Lewison from the 3rd season of Never Have I Ever on Netflix. Hi guys, welcome to Miami. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. So glad to have you guys here. In season 3, really see the characters of Never Have I Ever going into hardships. I think they're really exploring, love and going through. I think they're in a key moment of self-discovery. So what do you think is the biggest change in your characters in this new season?
I think Paxton is really having to find a new route in his life and explore it a lot more. You saw him in season 2 lose the swimming scholarship and breaking his arm, and now it's really diving into it's the last year of school for him, so he really has to start figuring out what direction he's going to go. Not saying that you need to have it all figured out your senior year of high school, because you don't, and I hope no one at home thinks that. You don't have to have it all figured out. But he's just getting serious about what direction he kind of wants to go in. So he's having to explore a lot of new things.
Yeah.
I think for Ben, the theme is pressure. I think that Ben feels pressure from relationships, from friendships, and from this college application process that's really looming, and it does kind of get to him, and we'll see, without spoiling too much, kind of how he deals with that. But there are a lot of ups and downs with Ben, and we saw from a little teaser that he may or may not end up in the hospital, so it's going to be a wild ride, and Ben really has to learn how to deal with those pressures.
Definitely, but
Pressures.
I love about...
That was good! That was a pun, you'll get to that.
Yeah.
I love that in the show it's super relatable for everyone watching, especially for teens going into high school who are in high school. I think everyone can kind of relate to something, especially with a super diverse cast. I also know you have a short film that you were producing and that you starred in, Apophilia.
Yeah.
So would you like to get behind the camera in the next season?
I would, yeah. It's actually a feature-length film, the Apophilia. It's producing was quite a journey. I don't know if I would do it while starring in a movie again, because it's a lot of very opposite-ended work. But yeah, writing, directing, all of that is something I think it takes a lot to do that well, so I want to learn as much as I can before I actually take that on. But yeah, it's definitely something one day I want to do.
Great, and I also know your first job was in Barney. I think that's so cute. So, what was your experience being on a set as a kid? Is it different? Was it different then as it is now? Was it kind of like a playground since you were so young?
That's a great question. I was so excited to do it when I was younger. I think that it opened my eyes and it taught me so much, because that was really the first time I was in front of cameras and in lights, and I had lines, and I had to learn how to really perform well for film and TV. So it was a great learning experience. I know Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato, they were both on Barney, and there's a piece of the set, I don't know if anyone still has it, but they had their signatures on it, and right before I left, before my last episode finished of Barney, I signed that. So somewhere there's a signature of all three of us. I don't know if anyone has it, but it was an awesome experience. I'm really grateful for it. You can find those videos of me on YouTube. I was this tall.
Oh, I can't.
My hair was this big. It was pretty cute.
Yes, I'm making t-shirts.
T-shirts? Mm-hmm. Love that. And how was the moments where you guys weren't on set and you guys were all kind of just bonding together, the in-between kind of moments? Explain that?
It is family. Everyone, I feel like I sound like Vin Diesel in Fast and Furious right now.
Family, man. It's family.
It's family. But I think that's just what makes the show so symbiotic, and just so there's such harmony in the show, because we all outside of set are really good friends, and I think we've all made lifelong friends, and that's what makes it so great to watch and great to work together, and just easy to work together. So it's been awesome.
Yeah, there's just so much passion. I think that when you have so much care for each other, and no matter what we're going through or what scenes we're doing, because sometimes it is complex and these scenes are difficult because it's kind of representative of real life. So sometimes it can kind of weigh heavier on you based off of your own personal experiences, and it can be difficult, but we all have each other, and I think that we all bring each other up. If any of us are down, you have at least 5 people that come and lift you. And I think that fans hopefully can feel that when they watch our show. They feel kind of the love and affection and the energy that we've poured into it, because we feel that back. Anytime that we interact with fans, everyone is so kind and so energetic and welcoming and passionate about the show, and we want to make sure that they feel the same energy coming from us. So the fact that we're all close and we get to work with some of our best friends every single day, that's a dream come true. What more can you ask for?
Yeah, and I think it really shows in the series too. I definitely felt that. And I think because of its representation and portrayal of school life, there's fans all over the world who can really connect and relate to the show. So what do you think is the most satisfying part of working in Never Have I Ever?
It's very real, it's very organic, and it's, pursuit of like tackling very real issues, but doing it with a twist of comedy that I think makes it even more realistic and easy to relate to and easy to engage a younger audience. I think a lot to learn from it without even maybe younger, adults realizing that there's something to learn there. It hits you in the heart, it makes you run out of breath laughing, but it's the writers behind it. A lot of them have really actually been through it. They've been a young Indian girl growing up in the United States, Mindy obviously, and there's just certain things that you can't replace, and that is, it's an honor to be behind something that really takes care of like not just providing entertainment, but doing it in a way that people can actually relate to it. So.
Yeah, it's really special, especially because our show, I think, is definitely different than a lot of high school shows. Where like we don't shy away from some of these complex, difficult themes and tropes and stuff, because high school for a lot of people was difficult, and sometimes it was really amazing, and other times it was really difficult and horrible. And I feel like our show, sometimes the messiness, people can like find comfort in that, in sort of catharsis in a sense, which like when you look way back in terms of like the origins of acting, that's kind of the point, is to like make people feel something and to have them be emotional and be able to like relax and like look at something that they're watching on screen and feel comforted by that. So I feel like us being a source of comfort for people, our show came out during COVID and all of the craziness that came about that, and with it, that in order for us to be a light, I think that we have to have a show that's heartwarming and fun and joyful and also can make you cry, because I think that having that spectrum really allows people, like no matter what mood that they're in, like we can either help them feel better or we can like help them cry and like let that out. And I feel like that's really special and important, and a lot of shows aren't able to have that balance. So
Yeah.
So much credit to Mindy and Lang and the rest of the writers and the whole cast and crew for being able to like walk that line.
Most definitely.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for talking
Thank
with me.
you.
I really enjoyed the show.
Thank
Huge
you so
congratulations.
So glad. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to check out Never Have I Ever on Netflix August 12th to catch the new season. If you like this interview as much as I did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and check out some of our other Kids First reviewers and reporters on this channel. Bye!